She's a folk hero here.
Of an Air Force chaplain, Amy Erickson lived all over the world, but it was in Minnesota that she eventually settled and made her mark. Erickson helped create a new company in the 1990s.
At the time, Caribou Coffee consisted of just a couple small coffee shops. Amy was only there for a short time, but the impact of her ideas and her personality are still obvious today. Tonight in the Extra, Alan Costantini shows us how one young woman's talent and optimism led to the creation of a special coffee called Amy's Blend.
Each October, when the weather turns cold, the roasters at Caribou heat up in memory of Amy.
Amy was fun, passionate, loved laughs, loved a good story.
Amy Erickson was a good story herself. She was the first roastmaster for the small Minnesota company that would grow into a brewing behemoth.
Her legacy is that we have basically stuck to a lot of the procedures and the disciplines that she set up when she was here.
One day I can remember Amy said, you know, we got to cup everything we roast every day. And that was really the start of our daily production cuppings, wherein we taste everything that's roasted on a daily basis.
Cupping sounds like an after-school party with preschool manners, complete with spittoons.
Pretty glamorous, isn't it?
No, but it is the proper way to taste for coffee quality. The cupping lab at Caribou in Brooklyn Center is named for Amy Erickson. Her stained glass creation hangs in the window. Amy's life and laughter lingers there like the sweet aroma of superior beans.
Amy passed away in '95, and so I think we had a good 2.5, maybe almost 3 years with her working with us here at Caribou.
Amy Erickson was just 33 when she lost her 5-year battle with breast cancer. It was a fight few around her understood until the end.
She was in the hospital and she told me that she was never going to get better, was something that really struck me. Because I always assumed that Amy was going to get better because I could never even imagine her being sick.
And she touched a lot of lives while she was here, and she touches more lives, you know, in her passing.
Amy Erickson was so passionate about coffee that her vacations often included stops at coffee plantations.
She was really sort of the sower of our coffee zealot seeds, if you will. I mean, really got us on the path toward quality.
What better tribute to her roasting reputation than a coffee bearing her name?
What's on the table are all the components, all of the raw green coffee components that make up the Amy's Blend. So there's Colombia, Costa Rica, Guatemala, Ethiopia, and Kenya.
Amy's Blend is a concoction featuring her favorite flavors. It became her co-workers' way of dealing with her death.
You know, just the outpouring of first grief, really, and how to process that grief, and that was part of it, is what do we do now? You know, what do we do now without her?
We decided that we would create a product called Amy's Blend, and that we would tie ourselves to breast cancer research.
Up to $100,000 of the proceeds go to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation.
And in this month alone, during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we'll probably produce over 50,000 pounds of Amy's Blend.
Most people who buy the coffee in a Caribou outlet never knew the woman behind the blend, but they can enjoy a sip of her legacy.
You sit down over a cup of coffee and it's with a friend, and there's a relationship and lots of good stories and good laughs, and that was Amy.
Alan Costantini, KARE 11 News.
Caribou's $100,000 donation to the Susan Komen Foundation will be matched by Coca-Cola for a total $200,000. For more on Amy's Blend and the Komen Foundation, log on to KARE11.com and click on Extras.